No, it's on right now.
Test 1, 2.
It was on. Did y'all hear us yapping?
Yes, they did.
Now mine's on.
Sing it for us.
At this time, I'd like to bring tonight's, July 21st, Vermillion Parish School Board regular meeting, number 1 to order. First thing on the agenda is to, roll call vote. Mr. Superintendent, would you please call the roll?
Dr. David Dupuy.
Present.
Mr. Kevin Myers. Ms. Laura LaBeouf.
Here.
Ms. Charlotte Detroff.
Present.
Mr. Kippy Peeler is absent. Mr. Jason Roy.
Here.
Mr. Chris Abear is absent. President Stelly.
Here.
6 members present. We do have a quorum.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like everyone to please stand as I lead us in a little prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask you in Jesus' name to continue blessing the Vermillion Parish School Board. To all our principals, teachers, bus drivers, janitors, administrative staff here at the school board office. But most of all, we ask that you bless and guide the little children of Vermillion Parish. Thank you. Mrs. Detroit, would you mind reading the pledge?
Sure do. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item, to approve the consent agenda. A motion by Dr. Dupree, a second by Mrs. LaBeouf, to accept the consent items. Mr. Superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Read the consent items.
Yes, sir. On our consent agenda tonight, adopt the minutes for April, adopt the minutes for May, accept the treasurer's report for May 31st, 2022, and approve the following policies: JB on attendance, JBD student absences, JBA compulsory school attendance age, JCDB student dress code, JDA corporal punishment, EBC building and ground security, JCAC student services, JCDAD bus conduct, JCAA-R due process for suspensions, expulsions, transfers, policy IFBGA student computer access, JGCB immunizations, approve the 2022-23 handbook, approve the change order for our Renee Ross HVAC, approve change order number 3 for roofing repairs at Eaton Park, a change order number 2 for repairs at Kaplan High, approve the request from John Collier to be released from the hunting lease with stipulations on section 16, township 16, south range 1 east 320 with an expiration date of June 17, 2025 and authorized advertisement for bids.
Thank you, sir. Public comment? Any board members? Any board members have any objection to us approving the consent agenda? If not, motion carried. Next item is, Superintendent's Office receive update on 2020 hurricane from Superintendent Bottom. Mr. Bottom.
Thank you, Mr. President. That's not working.
Okay, turn it on. Mine.
Testing 1, 2, check 1, 2.
And it's working.
Mr. President, the hurricane updates, from our discussions at the committee meeting the other night, we did say we would come back to you with the hurricane update. So I'm gonna quickly go through this. We did reach out to all of our architects. I'm gonna give you a brief overview. If any of you have, I will share this with you if you need it. Anyone needs further reports on this, I will give them to you. So please, Erath area schools, Erath Middle School, I can talk about it now. Erath Middle School, our architects Yates and Mansell, Minville Lumber. Construction work is nearing completion on the interior repair work and the roof replacement progressing. They anticipate the roof will be dried in and punch list items remaining by September. That architect did a field study today, and trust me, it's as detailed as you ever know. They are on track at Erath Middle. Erath High, the office will proceed with construction documents. We are not going out to bid until Erath Middle School is completed. Just because of the setup, we're not doing anything And so Yates and Mansell are the same architects, so they're already housed there. They're just gonna move on over, and we'll do that one a little later. Switch, please. Dozier Elementary, Yates and Mansell is working on the construction documents as we speak, and our projected plan is to go out September, October to advertise for Dozier. LeBlanc Elementary, ACSW, is complete. Just to give you a few pictures of some of the things, the new plywood ceilings, they're working on the roof. Flip it, Bridget. The new ceiling grid and tile you'll see inside, new roofing on the bands, some of the new materials. Flip that through. Abbeville area schools, Abbeville High, ACSW is the architect, all work is complete. 7th Ward, ACSW, Delcon was the construction, all work is complete. Eaton Park, interior work is progressing, cafeteria roof nearing completion, main school roof will begin later this week on the far south end, weather permitting. Flooring fixes are completed, ceiling grill tile is almost complete. Harry Elementary, the library carpet and base is completed, they're working on that. We are still waiting on roofing materials. Harrods roofing is a little slower. We just don't have materials on Harrods roof. J.H. Williams, the commons area ceiling has been completed. The tectum ceilings are being done. They're working on the press box a little later this week, the rubber base insulation. The roofing work, again, is a materials issue. The acoustical wall is done. Coordinating some interior work. So ACSW, this is Abbeville High. You can kind of see some of the grid work. We didn't have a whole lot of pictures from Abbeville High sent in. Our Kaplan area schools, our Kaplan Elementary, we had a couple of projects. The portable building, which was a separate project by Zeiler, is complete and has been closed out. The Kaplan Elementary roof and exterior repairs is also Zeiler. The project is complete with the contractor taking care of punch lists. We currently are getting prices to replace the roof and some interior repairs on one of the existing portables that has shown signs of leakage post the original report. And so that's being added. Kaplan High, hurricane repairs, the roofing work is about 75% complete. Interior ceiling is about 90%. I did talk to Coach Herpern today, or Mr. Herpern, the principal, and he told me those numbers look about right from the inside. The epoxy flooring in the cafeteria will be completed in the next 2 weeks. The library has been pulled as a separate project, and we are starting on that project on Monday. Renee Ross is complete. FIEB, we are finalizing advertisement bids, and we are looking also at a September, October, is that accurate, on FIEB as well. And again, it's based on the architects when they're wrapping up. You'll see this is Kaplan Elementary, the new ceiling grids on the inside. The tiles and the grids have been changed. Flip it, please. That's the new roofs are temporary with new painting on the outside temporary buildings. Kaplan High, you see the new tiling and roof on that, and then you should have a picture of the roofing taking place at Kaplan High. That's when they pulled it all back, and they're currently moving on that. This is the new AC units at Renee Ross. That's the only thing that we're still waiting to finalize at Renee Ross. Moving forward, Gate-On area, the project, the first part, the cafeteria and band building is complete. Fire marshal has inspected and approved. We do have a list of punch items. There's a couple of things. It has been approved for occupancy to start the school year. One thing of note, the new equipment is not all in. We are going to start the year with the old equipment. We have enough to start. The new equipment shouldn't be long. Once that comes in, we'll have to train staff on that equipment. But that high school will be done. Jesse Owens construction began on February 15th. A big part of that is the products for the roof. There's one part. They have everything except the foam insulation. So the roofing part of that, they are more than likely going to be asking for an extension on Jesse Owens because it may not start on the roof till September, October on Jesse Owens. But they are making progress on that school. Gate-On High, this is Mr. Sellers' group. Basically, they are putting together the documents for that one. Currently, we're trying to look at, because the roofing material, we don't need to change the whole roof at Gate-On High. He has talked to us about phasing some of this to try to get possibly the auditorium done first. And some of the things that we need, trying to work in that way. So that's our report on Gate-On. The North Vermillion area, I have no pictures from those architects, sorry about that. North Vermillion, Mo Elementary construction work nearing completion mid-August. Jason Mansell has given us a date. We should be very close to the start of school. Indian Bayou, they're making significant progress. That project probably early December, but they are phasing that. Phase 1 Cecil P card has been complete, closed out, warranty documents are done. Phase 2 Cecil P card, flip. Phase 2 Cecil P card has been awarded and bidded. I have signed and bonded the contracts this week, so he will be reaching out to them with an expected start date of October 2022 on Phase 2 of Cecil P card. North Vermillion Middle and High School, kind of did that one in phases. All of the outside portable buildings, roofing and stuff is done. Phase 2, a little slow on the progress. Some of the masonry work on the outside is a little behind. We have a meeting on Tuesday morning with administration and the contractors to figure out an alternate plan of how to move kids and when can they do masonry work during school that won't affect. They're having to make some adjustments. Come back on that one. Phase 3, which was supposed to start later, they are doing Phase 3. They are currently doing the roofing parts on the back of the gym at North Vermillion High. Question, Jason? I see your question. Talk about.
See phase 1 work, where's phase 2 and phase 3 start?
They're both in there. Look
okay.
at it's all in one sentence. Mr. Sellers was a little longer on his report than the other architects.
But
trying to
got no pictures.
Huh?
But
Yes.
you got pictures?
I have pictures, so
Okay, good.
we can flip. This is Mo Elementary. Mo Elementary outside color, and the new roofing. Mo Elementary looks really good, and that architect is not gonna let anything not look good. I promise you that. Flip it. Indian Bayou, this is Mo Elementary with the new ceiling grids. Flip it. Indian Bayou should be next. Indian Bayou, the whole complete roof repair at the top. This building on the back side is complete. I actually did a walkthrough on that one this past week. They finished painting and finished that roof. That's an early picture in the summer. Flip that, you'll see the inside, all of the inside roof. You know, Indian Bayou was built and schools were built the way they were supposed to be built. You know, and like, they had, and that's it. That's the end of it. There's nothing else. There's no, I have nothing on ERAF, on North Vermillion's pictures. Mr. Sellers' pictures. I don't know. Okay, so, are there any questions? All our architects reported to Eric today, and that's just a brief overview of our hurricane repair. We feel like we've made significant progress this summer. Now it's a matter of where are we gonna be when school starts, so that logistically, if we gotta make adjustments, where we make them.
Yeah.
I had some individuals today, constituents, of course, from the Mo area, who were very pleased, and they said it was fantastic. So I wanted to say kudos to everyone who was involved, and it really looks good, and they were satisfied. I heard that today.
After looking at that, only thing that I'm a little concerned about is Jesse Owens and that roof. It'll be after hurricane season.
David not allowing any hurricanes to get out
I
of the city council has already
have to
said.
break and nothing comes our way.
The Duck Festival.
No, but that roof though, Jason, though, it's not that was one that, it's not like Indian Bayou
Okay.
was temporary fixes. Jesse Owens is just because of some area, we've had some major issues, we're okay. I understand that concern. All good.
I'm nervous.
Good deal. Thank you, sir. Good report. The next item is to move to receive and open bids for an oil and gas and mineral lease on section 16, township 17, South Range 2 East, Louisiana Meridian, Vermillion Parish, Louisiana, containing 655 acres more or less, as submitted by Superintendent Body.
And I'm going to hand off to Mr. Johnson.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
Right, just to be sure, do we have any other bidders?
Yes, are there any other bids in the audience? Sir, we have what? One
We have
bid?
one, yes, sir.
One bid?
Okay, so this bidder is Woodland Petroleum Corporation. They are bidding $255 per acre. off the 561 acres. The minimum bid on that was $150 per acre. They are offering royalties of 25%. The minimum was 20%. They have enclosed a annual cash payment check in the amount of $143,055. This is a 3-year lease. It appears they meet the minimum bid.
So, all right, I've got a motion by Dr. Dupree, a second by, Mr. Jason Roy. Public comment? Any board member? Anyone have any opposition to the motion? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. The next item is, to discuss and take action to grant leave without pay to, Alicia Bodan, effective August 22nd, 2022, September the 2nd, 2022, as submitted by Mr. Paul Hebert. Mr. Hebert.
Good evening. This is a teacher who wants to extend her maternity leave, and by policy, we need to bring it to you for approval, but due to federal law, you really don't have a choice.
So move.
There's a motion by, Mr. Jason Roy, a second by Dr. Dupree. Public comment? Any board members? Any opposition to the motion? Motion carries. Next item is item, D23, which is to discuss and take action to enter into executive session to discuss collective bargaining as submitted by Mr. Paul Hebert. I've got a motion by Dr. Dupree and a second by Mrs. Datron that we go into executive session. At the same time, our next item is to, well, we gotta take a.
I'll take them separate. Yes, sir.
Take them separate, all right.
Motion to move into executive session, roll call, Dr. Dupuy,
Yes.
Mr. Myers,
Yes.
Ms. LaBeouf,
Yes.
Ms. Datros,
Yes.
Mr. Roy,
Yes.
Mr. Stelling. Item
Yes.
23, move into executive session.
All right, and item number 24, while we're in the executive session, I've got a motion by Mrs. LaBeouf, a second by Dr. Dupree, that we go into executive session to discuss the following litigation, VPSB versus BHP. Mr. Superintendent.
Dr. Dupuy.
Yes.
Mr. Myers.
Yes.
Ms. LaBeouf.
Yes.
Ms. Datros.
Yes.
Mr. Roy.
Yes.
Mr. Stelling. We are now in executive session for items 23 and 24.
You wanna take them first? You wanna take them first, or we're gonna do?